My daughter's beach wedding. Everything felt like a dream. Suddenly, her fiancé stepped forward with a cocky smirk. He said all this luxury doesn't come cheap. Then he turned to me and declared, "Pay $60,000 or vanish forever." My name is Asher, and this is my story. The champagne glass trembled in my palm, but no one noticed. They presumed it was nerves, my age, or just sentiment. It was none of those things. It was pure rage contained in crystal. $50,000, her fiancé said, his lips grazing my ear like a partner in crime. Pay it or disappear from her life forever. My daughter Riley, my only child, leaned in her veil catching the ocean breeze. Or enjoy your golden years in an old folks' home, she added, her voice sweet and cruel. I blinked, my throat burning. I sipped the champagne to hide the fire in my gaze. Then I smiled, a small measured smile, the kind of grin a predator mistakes for surrender. I leaned in closer. "You forgot one thing," I whispered. Their faces went pale before they even knew why. A moment later, the chaos began. I raised her with everything I had. After her mother passed away, she was my everything. I worked late shifts, patched her shoes with glue, and skipped meals so she would not have to. She told me once she would marry a man who treated me like family. She swore it on her mother's grave. Then he arrived, polished, courteous, a salesman of dreams. I wanted to believe him. She wanted to love him. I remained silent when my doubt started to creep in. Love, I told myself, is hers to choose, but love does not erase the stench of deceit. I first noticed the changes in her phone. The screen was always face down. Laughter was replaced by clipped tones. He would sit too close, his fingers on her, wrist a second too long, like ownership, disguised as fondness. My daughter Riley, once as open as the ocean, became a closed tide. Then came the proof, a message left open on his laptop while he went to fetch some wine. Her father's funds. That's the real jackpot. She'll soften him up. Don't worry, we'll bleed him dry. The heartbreak did not hit me like a thunderclap. It was quieter. A knife slipped between the ribs. The betrayal was not hers alone. It was his corruption poisoning her and turning her against the one man who had built her world. I did not confront them. I did not scream. I closed the laptop, poured another drink, and listened to the ocean outside my window. Rage teaches patience. The planning began the next morning. First, the finances. I pulled every cent from our shared accounts, liquidated, transferred, and hid it all. I left only scraps, just enough for appearances. Second, the legal ground. I updated my will, making it airtight and unchallengeable. Every penny was tied to a trust with one rule: betrayal voids the inheritance. A lawyer friend made sure the language was bulletproof. Third, surveillance. Quiet checks, credit reports, background searches. His debts were stacked like crooked towers, a gambling habit masked by charm. And then the masterpiece. Proof he had forged signatures, before minor frauds, that had gone unnoticed until now. I built the case brick by brick while smiling at dinners, toasting their engagement, and nodding at plans I knew would collapse. I was the silent architect of their downfall. The wedding day on a beautiful beach with white canopies swaying in the wind. Guests toasted, laughed, and danced. I played my role, the proud father, glass in hand, blessing their union. That was when he made his demand, his smirk splitting his face mask. $50,000, or vanish, and she, my daughter, my own. Flesh and blood repeated it. My heart should have shattered. Instead, it steadied. The trap was set. "You forgot one thing," I whispered. The music faltered. The officiant's microphone crackled. Screens lit up as guests stared at their phones, confusion rippling through the crowd. Because at that moment, my scheduled email went out to every guest, to his employer, to the authorities, and to the tabloids who were hungry for a scandal. It had attached documents of his debts, his fraud, his messages to his accomplices, proof of coercion, and proof of their little scheme. One by one, heads turned and murmurs grew louder. My daughter Riley's veil fluttered as if even the wind recoiled from her. He grabbed her wrist too hard and too publicly. The action was caught on cameras. Gasps, whispers, phones recording. She yanked away from him. He cursed loudly and with raw emotion, the kind of word that does not belong in wedding vows. His disguise cracked in front of everyone. Police officers, quietly invited by me, lingered at the edge of the beach. They stepped forward. The groom's face went white. He sputtered, denied, and shouted. The handcuffs clicked like the closing sentence to a story I had written months ago. And my daughter Riley, she froze. Her eyes darted between me, the groom, and the crowd. Her betrayal curdled into shame. She reached for me, maybe for help, maybe for forgiveness. I did not move. As they led him away, chaos swirled, with guests whispering, cameras flashing, and the bride trembling under the weight of her choices. I stood still, the champagne warm in my hand. I never lifted a finger. My hands remained clean. The truth did the dirty work. Later, when the tide had washed the footprints from the sand, I walked alone. I thought of her mother and how she wanted her daughter to grow strong, not spoiled by greed. I thought of the promises I made to protect her even from herself. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our Home Exposed family for more videos.